MJ, Heather, Tina, I hope you're doing so, so wonderful. And thanks to all four of you for being so positive, encouraging these past few days, this past week, regarding furlough and next steps and mentality and self acceptance and all that jazz. So I think I might have mentioned this to MJ. I literally was going to wait till I was further along on a draft website, a draft initial video product for reopening my Live Your Talk coaching biz for public speakers. As you know, I'm a retired coach to storytellers and public speakers. But I tell you what, I'm getting excited, but also, frankly, I'm at the creative phase, and everyone does this in their own way, or they may express this phase in their own different way, but where I just need to get it out. So I'm going to pretend, if you don't mind, that we're at a coffee shop, and we may even be doing our own little thing at the coffee shop, but I'm kind of staring up at the ceiling trying to getting out, and then various bits of your heads will be nodding up and down. And that's what I'm craving. At the same time, if critique comes to you at this sort of thinking out loud phase, I certainly welcome any time, but I do not in any way want you to feel pressured in offering critique, considering I'm just giving you an out loud brainstorming as if we were hanging out informally. So, some context, my business back in the day focused on 85% content coaching, message development, storytelling development for signature talks, the keynote, the consolidated suite, 3 to 5 talks, depending on the audience, for an author who just released a book. Or signature talk, the TEDx's or other similar stages, the specialty 5-minute like flash or micro talks, Ignite. So even though my availability, my heart are certainly into that, what I'm doing this new go around in this COVID era, where screen communications are so popular, is I'm wanting to start very micro, simply, and through video engagement, notably a video product. I've never necessarily built products before. It's always been on a shelf in terms of video tutorials and curriculum that you actually download, that the consumer would download. Excuse me, I'm rubbing my eye that you're not supposed to do, but I did just wash my hands. So that's A. And B, I am really, really, really wanting to be very tailored to helping people, notably women professionals who are wanting to up their voice game. Also, people who may be home, also professionals, maybe they're raising their kids at home, kind of going crazy in the COVID era through homeschooling, but they want to just have a simple self-improvement type of endeavor that's accessible, that's not going to take them away, that they can kind of latch their brain on. Or furloughed people. I have a lot of furloughed colleagues in the hotel industry who simply want to stay focused on growth, improvement. I'm looking at that being a third potential primary client, customer, audience. All right, so next subset, the B, is I want to hyper focus with a mini video library of products. When I say mini, I mean literally maybe 3 to 5 video projects focusing on absolving to the point of getting rid of, eventually, good old linguistic disfluencies, anal retentive term for the and the uhs, the and the uhs, the and the uhs. A few folks have inquired specifically on that issue with all of their Zoom meetings and their FaceTime meetings and their Hangout meetings. They're really wanting to grapple with those interstitial linguistic hiccups. So I'm focusing on that, okay? The library, the mini video library, I'm intending to be, again, 3 to 5, to look something like this. It's from the perspective of an arc of interest, arc of potential growth. Okay, 10-minute video product, maybe 3 to 5 minutes of that could be like the freebie promo resource. But okay, initial video 1, product, where I walk them through 2 exercises. Certainly there will be teachable storytelling examples throughout, very affirming in nature, plus learning objectives made clear, plus and this will be detailed in like a thank you confirmation after they download and pay, bonus content of how to self-audit your next talk with a self-assessment rubric, or a how to lead a Zoom panel prep and content guide for the panel moderator, or I have other sources of content that can be repurposed to help expand interest and value. So that's the 10-minute version that will have 2 exercises, other resources. Next version, possibly a 30 to 45-minute version that will have expanded exercises, again, focusing on and then that second video product will have an element focused on, quote, next step in growth as a public speaker, as a facilitating voice on Zoom, etc. And that will start launching into more educational elements, possibly if it's a 20 or 30 minute actually video, then possibly a 20 or 30 minute coaching conversation with me live time would also be a part of that. And then a third video product that is the option of, that's like the heavy kit and caboodle, a video that could be a video series, again, initially launching on teachable curriculum on how to tackle those underscoring, affirming that even the very best speakers can run into that issue depending on the dynamic, or if it's a different arena to become accustomed to, like the Zoom screen, etc. The third one, in terms of expanding it, I'm still grappling with it a little bit, but have some ideas. I'm just gonna let it sit there for a second. Okay, this is really helpful to me. The videos will need to be sharp. I'm working with Sean. I have some editing skill on iMovie, but I haven't really grappled with a platform in a while. So do I have a logo? Yes, all that type of stuff to make them look more, not just neighborly, but more polished, not necessarily perfect. I don't want to wait till perfection, but if I'm looking at certain price points, I want to see what works and start with some humility and really try and put my best marketing foot forward. Marketing is not my super strong suit in terms of products and that type of thing. I so admire you guys and thank you for listening. Quick intro to the 4 of you. My, spelled M-A-I, long term, like junior high school, dear friend, incredible writer for various different media. Also did a lot of writing during the tech boom, but has meandered into scripts and novels and all sorts of great stuff and great projects. Tina, also long time friend. Her and I both dear friends since childhood. She runs an international student program at Oklahoma City at a great university there, and is supporting students all over the world and trying to get them placed into great academic experiences all over. MJ and Heather, really, really incredible folks. Heather, dear friend, MJ and I pray every other weekend together on the phone and motivate each other. And Heather is an attorney and doing some fantastic teaching also. She just got accepted to be a professor in their law social justice program in Buffalo. And I'm sorry if I'm butchering that description, but she also is an academia and really motivating students a lot in this precarious time. MJ, ever gifted, very, very special. And I tease her saying she could run the State Department. She is multilingual, loves to travel. She also has been working in social justice on behalf of the Methodist Church and lives here in DC. She and Heather both. You're great. Thanks for listening and having this thinking out loud coffee shop moment.